Today we are going to look at something called sentence variety, which is how to mix up our sentences in order to write in a more interesting way. We're going to look at some grammar MCQs and vocabulary MCQs as well, but we're going to focus more on how we can mix up our sentences so our sentences all don't look alike or sound the same. Okay, so that's the main thing that we are aiming for today. Let's begin. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so before we go there, here's a reminder to everyone. If you want to ask questions or you want to answer questions or you want to provide feedback, please do so through the Zoom chat. All right. If not, please leave yourself muted and please have your cameras turned on at all times. If you need to go to the toilet, okay, or something else, all right, please let me know through the Zoom chat as well and you may go. If there's something really urgent, all right, please ask for permission, all right, and then you can turn on your microphone and you can ask me directly, okay? So people who have completed their work before coming for the class, and that's something that you can do as well, are Yuxuan, Anne, Jovan, Scott, Shiloh, Vaish, and Vincent. So for these 7 students, I have your answers with me. So later on, when we go through the answers for the rest of the questions here, right? You don't need to give me your answers. I know what your answers are. Yes, Vaish.
I have attempted my worksheet 2 times.
Attempted your worksheet twice? Oh, that's very good. Okay. So for those students, so who didn't actually submit it? Hold on, let me have a look. So I don't have Wei Hong on my online one for today. Last week he did it, but this week no. I don't have Sean. So Wei Hong and Sean. Jovan did it. Yeah. So later on, Wei Hong and Sean, please give me your answers through the Zoom chat. Okay, just click on Zoom chat, send me your answers directly. All right, on the chat group. Okay, let's begin. First, grammar MCQ. Hot air rises, our science teacher tells us. Our science teacher tells us that hot air what? So over here, everyone who answered online got it correct. Wei Hong and Sean, please give me your answers. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Oh, Sean, oh, Scott actually did it, but Scott is using Sean's name now. Okay, you know what? I'll rename you to Scott, okay? Because your name is still Sean. Let me change it. Scott. Okay. There we go. So Scott did it. So Scott doesn't need to give me the answer, right? Only Wei Hong, okay? So waiting for Wei Hong to give me the answer for question 1 over here. Then I'll add your points accordingly. By the way, as Wei Hong thinks about this question here, right? Okay, look at this. The question here, right, uses the word tells. Okay, hold on. Tells, right? Why is the word tells over here? So tells, right, is actually the present tense, isn't it? Tells is the present tense. So when do we use the present tense? Remember, we use present tenses for 2 situations. The first one is when stating a fact, right? A fact is something that everyone knows to be true. For example, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, right? That's a fact. So when we state a fact, we use the present tense. All right, just like hot air rises. Hot air rises is a fact. Okay, everyone knows hot air rises, and therefore we use the present tense over here. Oh, Wei Hong has answered. Very good. Okay, Wei Hong is absolutely correct. Good. But anyway, let me continue explaining this first. The other time when we use present tense is to talk about something that happens all the time. Okay, for example, I can say, Scott brushes his teeth every morning, right? So here I can say brushes. Brushes is the present tense because it's being done in a regular way. All right, so these are the two situations when we will use the present tense, when we're stating a fact or when we're talking about something that happens regularly. Okay, when I say regularly, I mean even like weekly, that kind of thing, or even monthly. So I can say like every month, Vincent visits his grandparents, that kind of thing. It's still present tense, right? Visits with the S. Okay. But anyway, boys and girls, over here, the answer is still rises. This is correct because we should not be changing it because this is actually a facts. All right. Facts cannot be changed in tense because they are true all the time. There's no such thing as hot air rose. Rose is the past tense of rise, right? Hot air rose. That means hot air no longer rises, which is weird, right? Hot air always rises all the time. Or for example, I can say a triangle has 3 sides, right? That's a fact. I can't say a triangle had 3 sides, can I? I can't say had, right? Which means in the past it used to have 3 sides. Now it doesn't have 3 sides anymore. God knows how many sides it has right now. Okay, so we can't say that. So it's always we always maintain the present tense and in the correct form over here because hot air is singular. All right, we're talking about hot air in general. So hot air is singular. That's why we must have the S behind over here. Okay, so the answer is B. Therefore, A is wrong, no S behind. This is wrong because this is the simple past tense. And risen is wrong because risen is the past participle. Okay, also known as the third form of a verb. All right, so just a quick recap for everyone here. What are the different forms of your verbs? So the first form will be your simple present, right? That will be freeze. This is simple present. Okay, that's the thing that the policeman will say when they see a robber, right? And then they will say, freeze, don't move, right? Next, we have froze. Froze over here is the simple past tense. Okay, the robber froze in fear when he heard the policeman's shout. All right, froze. And then we have the past participle, frozen. All right, the robbers had frozen in their tracks, right? Just before the policeman opened fire, right? So this is the past participle. All right. Past participle is also the same as the one that we have over here. All right. Risen is a past participle of rise. All right. So these are your 3 forms of a verb. Yeah. This is the first form. This is the second form. This is the third form. Okay. Please remember that, boys and girls. Next time when I say past participle, you should know what I'm talking about. All right. Now, everyone got this one correct. So everyone gets 1 point on Class Dojo. 1 point. Okay. Now, moving on. Question 2. Okay. For question 2, Yushen and Joven got it wrong. Please give me your answers again. You're given a second chance. Wei Hong has to give me the answer again as well. Okay, Yushen has given me her answer. She's absolutely correct. Good. Still waiting for Joven and Wei Hong. Okay, so question 2 says, I am very happy, my grandfather told me. My grandfather told me that what was very happy. Okay, so what should the answer here be? Remember, you can have the, you can like in the dialogue, right? You see there's a open and close inverted commas like that, right? Within the dialogue, this is okay. But when we flip it over to this sentence here, take note that the whole sentence should follow the same tense, right? So the tense over here is told. Told is the simple past tense. So the answer over here needs to be in a simple past as well. So what should we change it to? Wei Hong is correct. Jovan is correct as well. The answer is B. Very good. That he was very happy. Okay, so the answer here is B. Because am must change to was, right? He is actually the I over here. So let me just show you very quickly. I needs to change to he because he is referring to the grandfather. And then am needs to change to the simple past tense form, which is was. So the answer here must be he was. Okay, so that's the correct answer, right? Not he is, this is present tense. Not I am, right? This is not change at all. We can't have this. And you can't say I was. This must be changed to he. All right, so this is wrong as well. Okay, so here's a reminder to everyone. The simple present tense form for these linking verbs, right, are am, is, and are. Okay, then am will change to was for the simple past. Is will also change to was for the simple past. But are is different. Are will change to were for the simple past. Okay? And the main difference, just to remind everyone, the main difference is are over here is for plural. Ooh, it's very hard to see, right? The yellow over there. I'm using the color. And am is over here is used for singular. And last but not least, all right, the am over here is also singular, but only for the subject I, right? I is your pronoun, I is the subject. Okay, good. So everyone gets 1 point here. Ooh, listen to that delicious bling, 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 bling. All right, moving on. Okay, next. We can't hear the voice, we told our teacher. We told our teacher that what? Hear the voice. Now over here, everyone who replied online got it correct. So I'll just be waiting for Wei Hong's answer. Okay, this is quite tricky. Okay, because we need to look at this part here. There's a modal verb, yeah. Can't, if we break it into two, right? Can't actually stands for can and not, right? Cannot. So we must change cannot to what? All right, think about it carefully. And then Wei Hong can give me the answer. We told our teacher that definitely can't be they, right? Because we is still part of us. We are still the ones telling the teacher, not they. Who's they? We don't know who they is. So we're only left with we and we couldn't and we can't. So what's the answer here, Wei Hong? Plus over here we have told, right? Told is the simple past, right? It needs to be the same for the whole sentence below here. So what should the answer here be, Wei Hong? Yes, Wei Hong is correct. Good. So we couldn't. All right, the answer here is A. All right, because couldn't, if we break couldn't right down, is actually could not.